Hi, third graders. Today's target is that we will be able to use various strategies to solve subtraction problems. That word various is making me stop and think. I'm thinking that various might mean that there is more than one strategy. So it looks like we're going to be finding some new ways to solve subtraction problems. Let's go.
All right, let's take a look at number 1. It says, Mr. Kim had 134 jazz CDs. He sold 58 of them at his garage sale. How many jazz CDs does he have now? The directions say to write a subtraction that you could do to answer this question. So we're going to write a problem to do. I'm noticing that some important numbers would be 134, 58. The question it's asking me is how many, and how many jazz CDs. And then I notice it says have now. That means that something has changed. So he started with 134 jazz CDs. Now he sold some. If I sell something, that means I'm giving it away. So I think this is a takeaway problem where I'm going to take away 58.
Ms. Anderson, would it also have been a clue that in the directions it said to write a subtraction that you could do?
That's a good hint. Good thing we're reading directions. I think that we should just stop there for now because we need to learn about our methods still. Let's keep going.
All right, so we're going to be making a place value drawing for 134 and then taking away 58. How many are left? So let's start, friends, with making 134. I'm going to start with my lowest place value, and so drawing 4 ones. Then moving on to my tens, where I have 3 tens. And then I have 100. So now, Miss Anderson, if I'm taking away 58, what would I do?
Well, you could take away 4, but you still need to take away 8. So I think that you should get rid of one of your 10 sticks and turn it into 1. So I'm going to add 10 more 1s, not only 4, but we have to add all of those 1s again.
Because 10 ones is equal to 1 10 stick?
Exactly. Oh. Now I can get rid of 4 more. And now I'm just going to kind of shade it so it's easier for me to tell that it is gone. So I've taken away the 8 right here in the 1s, and now I need to take away 5. So can I just take away 5 more 1s?
Well, 5 1s and 5 10s are 2 different things. So what I'm thinking is using your strategy that you just used to change my 100 place value drawing into 10 sticks. So it'd be 10 place values. So 1, 2, 3, or 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'm going to cross this out just to make sure that I'm not getting confused.
So you're telling me that right now we have 126, but we still need to take away 50.
I'm going to start in my tens, and I'm going to get rid of 1, 2, and I'm going to move on to 3, 4, 5. So now I can count up how many 10 sticks I have and how many 1s I have left.
Nice. How many do you have total?
Let's start with our 1s. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1s, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10s. So my answer is 76.
Do you think that you should erase all your work to clean it up?
You know, I don't think so, because I want to be able to prove to Miss Anderson, Miss Haltgren, or Miss Sluzowitz how I solved the problem. And if I made a simple mistake, if I erase my work, I won't be able to go back and fix it.
Oh, that makes sense. Let's keep going. This one says, write a numerical solution method for what you did in the drawing. Well, that was the same problem that we wrote the first time. 134 minus minus 58. Let's keep going because we still don't know quite how to subtract with numbers until we've learned our methods.
Oh.
Here we are. Now we have the expanded method. So, third graders, the expanded method connects to the expanded notation for writing. In order to write 134 in expanded notation, we need to write 100 plus 30 plus 4. 58 would be 50 plus 8. Okay, we separate the place values and expand the number. So, expanded method means that we're going to be adding together our expanded notations. 134 plus 58.
Oh, subtract. I'm subtracting.
Oh, you're right, subtracting. So if I'm subtracting 58, I can't put my 50 in the hundreds place because it is in the tens. It's 5 tens. So I'm going to put my 50 under the 30 and my 8 under the 4. I'm going to draw a line and then show that I'm subtracting. So here I'm going to start, and I have only 4 ones. Well, if I have 4 Pokemon cards and somebody takes away 8 of them, they can't really do that because I only had 4. So I need to see my neighbor and see if they can help me out. So I'm going to borrow a 10 from my neighbor and turn that into 20. That means that I can bring that 10 over here and turn this into 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. So I'm going to write that right below because I know that it's super important to follow place values straight down as you go. Now I have 20 minus 50. Well, I wish I had 20 Pokemon cards, but if somebody tried to take 50, they couldn't do that either.
No.
So now I'm going to cross out my 20, and I'm going to take one of my hundreds, but I only have 100. So now it's going to turn into 120. Wow, that's really big. 120 minus 50. Well, I'm going to count up because I don't know if I can subtract that yet. So, ooh, I bet if I just took off these zeros, it would be easier. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I added on 7. So now I need to write that as 7D. I have to bring that 0 back. So my answer is 70 plus 6.
Miss Anderson, are you saying the answer is 706?
No, Miss Halkern, it's 76. I have to add them together, just like this expanded notation up here.
Miss Anderson, would it be a good idea that if I get a large answer that's bigger than the numbers I'm starting with, to maybe take a minute and stop and check my work?
That would be a great idea. We should always check our work. Since we're just learning this method, let's learn the next method before we do that.
Oh, Miss Anderson, I'm noticing for the common US method, it looks like the same problem, but there might be an easier way to solve it from the last way.
I think there might be. That sure took a lot of writing.
Let's check it out. So friends, we're going to start in the ones place value. I am noticing that I still have 4, take away 8. And like Miss Anderson said, I can take 8 Pokemon cards away if I only have 4 of them to give. So I'm going to borrow next door. This 3 in the tens place becomes a 2, and I borrow 1 over to my ones place value. So that's now 14. So 14 minus 8 is 6. I'm carrying it straight down below. And now I have 2 take away 5, but I'm noticing that I can't take 5 cards away from 2. So I'm going to cross out my 2 again and cross out my 1 in my hundreds place value and carry that over. So that 2 now becomes a 12. 12 minus 5 gives me 7 for an answer. Miss Anderson, is that the same answer we got on the last page?
It sure is, but it looks like you did the exact same thing with a lot less work. I think if it was up to me, I would probably use the common US method. But if one of my friends thought that expanded method was better for them, they should definitely use that.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right, third graders, let's take a look at this magnifying glass. It is right on top of that 167, the bigger number. Okay? It's there to remind us to be a subtraction detective. As we work, we need to avoid mistakes by examining the problem carefully before you start. Do all of the ungrouping where needed first, and then do all the subtracting. All right, let's take a look at what's next. Third graders, it's up to you now. If you are stumped, please go back, please watch the video again, assert yourselves, and take control of your own learning. If you feel like you are up for the challenge of completing the problems with this assignment, then go ahead and follow the directions given.